What's up, everyone? So we want to start out by saying happy Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, have a great
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Have a great day.
We had some bad stuff happen.
Yep.
Unfortunate stuff, I should say.
Yeah.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh.
So let me start out telling you what happened. Yesterday, we were all outside playing, super hot and nice. Had a later lunch, and a storm started coming in, and it was just lightly raining, so I just didn't think nothing of it. We left all of our plants out like that, and figured, well, they're just gonna get some rain, not the end of the world. It started downpouring, and I thought, well, they should be okay.
Should be all right.
It should be all right. But right underneath that, with no gutter, is a lot of water that came down and destroyed most of the plants.
A lot of our stuff got uprooted. Dirt got washed away.
Yeah.
We've been busy. Some of these things could have been in the ground already, and they need to get in the ground now.
Technically, for our zone, we're really early putting stuff in the ground already.
Most of our stuff, yes.
So, as far as like tomato plants, pepper plants, and such. But the way the weather is going this next week and into the week after, we're fine. Like, we've been fine for a while. So, yes, we should have had them in, but then it could have we could have got a frost, and lesson learned. Nothing we can do. So, instead of talking about it, let's show you. All the tomato plants, well, this is one of the trays that we have left. You can see the damage it did. Right down the center, they're kind of just uprooted. And the other tray that is somewhere around here, I don't know where.
Way behind you.
The other tray back there was the Italian heirloom. And those, it was this half of the tray was gone. They were uprooted, they were gone. So we kind of panicked a little bit and started taking out some spinach, and we started planting them right away because we didn't want to lose them. So, and those are the ones we were going to put in our greenhouse anyhow. So we went and put those in the greenhouse and planted them. And our goal is to start getting this stuff planted tonight, get some stuff in the garden, and then probably tomorrow and so forth. We always like to do it this week before Memorial because we can enjoy the weekend with the kids and family and gardens all in. So got a lot of stuff to do.
So we talked about saving one or two of these spinach stocks for seed. We have a few more than one or two still up. We probably will have to cut more down, but we ended up pulling out all of this spinach really quick. I took the good leaves off. They're in the fridge. They still have to get washed and put away, but Matt was able to put those Italian heirlooms back here, so hopefully they can start growing up and we can get some shade in here. We also need to get the shade cloth in here because I feel like we don't even have a greenhouse right now. We have like a seed station. So many things in here are going to seed, and on one hand it's really cool, like we've never seen an onion flower before in person. Like, it's really cool to be able to see this and hopefully to be able to save some seed. But on the other hand, there's stuff like the Vitmachi and the Minitina that we just weren't using that much of, and it's all going to seed, and I really don't want it to. The marigolds Matt planted in here that I completely forgot were in here are coming up, so that's really exciting. The ones in our pot are starting to flower too. Since it is almost 100 degrees in the greenhouse right now, we don't want to stay in there too long, so hopefully you got the gist of that. But up here outside the greenhouse, we have this kind of weird area that is hard to mow with the grass and stuff. So we purchased some moss to plant up here, and it hasn't arrived yet. It should be here soon. So hopefully that helps with giving our pollinators, our honeybees, somewhere to be, but also something that we don't have to worry about mowing.
Our broccoli, we still have the handful of them that went to seed, which, you know, nothing you can do, not the end of the world. And then we have the cauliflower in the back, and that's still going good. That's not had gone to seed at all. These onions also have just really shot up, so they should be going to flower because this is their second year. So our onions have really done a comeback, and I'm really amazed. I think we had a couple of viewers. One of them was Rob, who's been a follower for a while. He had also asked what was going on. We didn't really show up close, but they really did a comeback. I think when we planted them, they kind of stunted them for a while, and it took a couple weeks, and they've come back, and they've all grown a couple inches within the last couple of days actually. So really excited about that, because for how much onions we use, for how many onions we use in a year, that'll really help. We also need to weed it. So that's the other thing that I'm working on right now, is trying to figure out a different compost style. So we have compost coming in that's not full of seeds, because the one stuff we're getting from the chickens still has a lot of seed in it.
Our garlic appears to be doing so well. We've never planted garlic before, so it's gonna be so fun to see how this does. The plants in the middle, I'm not sure, there were a bunch of different varieties we planted. I'm not sure if they're a better variety, but they are much taller than the other plants. And we did plant some soft neck, some hard neck. So I definitely need to do some looking into what exactly needs to be done between the two of them and what I planted where. Our strawberries are starting to flower, which is really exciting. The kids are really excited about this because they know that means they'll be picking strawberries soon. And we saw some raspberries are starting to form on our raspberry plants in the garden, as well as the wild berries on the edge of the yard. The only problem I'm having with these berries this year is all the raspberry plants on the other side of this barrier. I've been cutting them down right at ground level, but that only does so much, and I don't think I have the time or patience to be digging up all of these. So I do still hope to put some type of cover over at least the raspberries because of that spotted winged Drosophilus. That was just the bane of my gardening experience last year. So I'm really hoping we can get something over these to protect these at least a little bit from them, so we can actually eat our raspberries, because that would be nice. So then the best parts of the garden, a good way to end it as we're leaving today, is we've got some sunflowers coming up. I was not sure if any would come up, seeing these girls eating them all. The chickens just had their heads in here and they were enjoying so many of them. So I'm glad to see some are at least coming up. And right in front of them, our bush beans are popping. So we're gonna have beans soon.
So the potatoes really have jumped in the last 3 days. We know we have to hill them one more time, and I'm trying to find straw so I can put straw and hill them with straw and keep them building that way. So we know we got to get going on that also. So we have to get the water line done also in here. And I'm not gonna put a water line on the potatoes, but I'm gonna do it down the onions and down the peppers and the tomato plants. So everything is going good in here. I am surprised it is this hot for this time of year. This is just crazy and not normal. But what year is normal?
Hold you in